I am Shivaji Bhaskar, Faculty of Russian at the School of Foreign Languages, IGNOU. I welcome you all to this course, Basics of Russian Communication Skills, Part 2. As you remember that in our previous modules, we have discussed about various text and dialogues. Through these various text and dialogues, we have been understanding the basics of Russian grammar and phonetics. And as a very good pedagogical tool, these text and dialogues have been used to make you understand the basics of Russian grammar, as well as our main focus is also on the conversational style of Russian. That is why we want our learners to pay attention to these different text and dialogues, so that they can understand the importance of different kinds of words, word combinations and expressions. In the previous module, we have discussed about a text titled "Телефон принадлежит женщинам", which means telephone belongs to the ladies. As you must have understood the text clearly with the help of English translation, you have also tried to answer the questions at the end of the text with the help of important sentences which we have underlined. Now, in this module, we shall try to understand the text once again and look at the various aspects of the Russian grammar, the case system and the rules of pronunciation. As you know that in Russian, it is very important to understand the very basic thing about the grammar, which is the Russian case system. That is why its analysis is very important. So, now let us pay attention to the text while I do the analysis. So, the title of the text is "Телефон принадлежит женщинам". So, the text starts with "Телефон", which means telephone, принадлежит from the verb принадлежать, лежит, which means belong, to belong, and then кому женщинам. So, belongs to whom? Belongs to the ladies. That is why it is in the dative case or the dachilny padyesh. So, as you know that the text has a conversation between friends regarding their day-to-day life and many other things which happens in the office. So, these are basically a situation based dialogue or a text where you find various expressions belonging to that particular conversation. So, the text begins with "Allo, здравствуйте". So, in Russian, whenever we call, we use allo, like hello in English, we say allo in Russian, and здравствуйте is the very formal way of greeting, like hello. So, здравствуйте is a formal greeting and здравствуй is an informal greeting. Извините, это Рита беспокоит вас. Нина дома? Извините means excuse me. Это Рита беспокоит вас. This is Rita disturbing you. Nina doма. Here you can pay attention to the intonation. If we in Russian having a question or an interrogative sentence, the pitch of the sound at the end rises. So, it makes it a question. Nina doma, then she is asking, is Nina at home? Then you can answer, da ana doma, yes she is at home. Da Nina doma, yes Nina is at home. Niet Nina не дома. So, like this you can make different sentences depending upon the context. Then da ana doma, yes she is at home. Da ana doma, whenever we are using the affirmative action. So, when affirmative is there, we use the, which means yes, then we have a pause and complete the sentence. Da ana doma, yes she is at home. Но сейчас она принимает душ. No, we use in Russian to express the word but сейчас она right now she is priнимает душ. Принимать to receive or to take. Принимать to take dush. Dush means shower. In Russian also we use the verb принимать to take for taking medicine. Принимать лекарства. So, like this you can remember this important verb, and as a rule of the grammar you know how to conjugate these verbs. Подождите минуточку, я ее позову. Подождите. Подождать, подождить means to wait. Verb минуточку. Minut from the Russian word minuta, and when we say minutочку, little bit, it actually means я ее позову. I'll just call her. So, я ее позову. Нина, твоя подруга Рита спрашивает тебя по телефону. So, here you can see that we have used, since mother is asking Nina, твоя подруга, your friend. In Russian, for male friend we use the word друг, and for a female friend the word is подруга. And from the pronoun твоя, from ты, твоя подруга for женский род, for the feminine gender, твоя подруга Rita is the name of the caller. Спрашивает, asking. Спрашивать means to ask. So, you can see how we have conjugated the verb спрашивать. Тебя, кого? Спрашивать кого? That is why тебя. По телефону, on the phone. So, per whenever we use the dative. Then скажи ей, мама, я сейчас подойду к телефону. Скажи ей, from сказать. Сказать means to say. And when we have conjugated the verb скажи, it means ты скажи ей. You tell her, мама, я сейчас подойду к телефону. I'll just come to the telephone. So, here again you can see that how the predlog к have been used. Алло, да я слушаю вас. From the verb слушать, я слушаю вас, I am listening to you. Рита подойдет через 2 минуты, вы можете ее подождать. Rita will come after 2 minutes. So, here you can see the expression через, which means after, and in Russian we also have после, which means after, but for a very shorter duration we use через, whereas for a bigger duration we use после. 2 minuty, since when we do the numerals in Russian, minuta is a женский род, is a feminine gender noun. That is why when we do the counting, it is одна минута, 2 минуты, 3 минуты, 4 минуты, 5 минут. So, like this, please remember, whenever you do counting, pay attention to the ending of that particular noun and then decide whether it belongs to the masculine or the feminine, and then do the counting. Вы можете ее подождать? So, the mother of Nina is asking Rita to wait for her. Вы можете? Вы можете. Can you please? Can you? Ее? Can you wait for her? Подождать. To wait. Хорошо, я подожду. Okay. Хорошо means good. It also means okay, or it also means all right, depending upon the context. Я подожду. I shall wait for her. Скажите, пожалуйста, это сестра Нины? Tell me please, is this the sister of Nina? So, here you can see the word sestra of, for completing the expression of, you can see the ending of the word Nina changes into Nini, which actually tells us that it is in genitive case. So, sestra kavo, sestra nini. Нет, ее мама. Нет, это ее мама. No, this is her mother. However, if you want to complete the question like скажите, пожалуйста, это сестра Нини? Нет, это не сестра Нини, это ее мама. So, like this you can complete the sentence. However, in a conversational Russian, such long sentences are not required. Sometimes we try to use the very brief sentences, so that message is clearly delivered. So, that is why please pay attention to that aspect as well, but as a learner of Russian you must understand the rules of the grammar and try to make complete sentences whenever you are writing. But if it is a conversational Russian, you are speaking with someone, then try to use it creatively, so that you can answer to the point. Да, я просто, ох, Наталья Петровна, это вы. Oh, for Russian, because there is no H, we have H in Russian. That is why to say oh, we use oh, oh, but the pronunciation is oh. Natalia Petrovna, это вы. Natalia Petrovna is the name of the mother of Nina. Это вы, is it you? У вас сегодня совсем другой голос. You have absolutely different voice today. So, у вас, you have, сегодня, today, совсем другой, almost different voice. Да, я просто немножко простудилась. Простудиться means to catch cold. Я просто немножко простудилась. So, you can see that how we have conjugated in the past tense form for она. Поэтому у меня сегодня глухой голос. That is why I have dull voice. Вы по субботам не работаете? So, now Rita is asking, вы по субботам, you on Saturdays don't work. Не работаете? Нет, по субботам и воскресеньям наша фирма не работает. Our firm or our company does not work on Saturdays and Sundays. So, like this, please pay attention to the construction of the sentences, how creatively it has been formed after using the negation нет. Нет, по субботам и воскресеньям наша фирма не работает. Значит, у вас 2 дня выходных. Значит means it means. У вас 2 дня выходных. You have 2 days holiday or break. Да, yes. Вам повезло. Вам повезло means you are lucky. Мы работаем 6 дней в неделю. In the earlier sentences you have seen 2 минуты, and here you can see 6 дней. As you know, the word day in Russian is день, masculine gender. So, whenever we count the days, it is 1 день, 2 дня, 3 дня, 4 дня, 5 дней, 6 дней. В неделю, and неделя changes into, after we use the v, changes into в неделю. Сегодня суббота и наш офис открыт. Today is Saturday, суббота и наш офис открыт, and our office is open. Rita поднимает трубку. Трубка means line, basically phone line. So, Rita picks up the phone. Hello, hello, mama, положи трубку. Hello, hello, mother, please put the phone down or put the line down. Хорошо, дочка, я сейчас положу трубку. До свидания, Rita. Хорошо, all right, daughter, I'll just put the phone down. До свидания means goodbye, Rita. Mother says to Rita. До свидания, Наталья Petrovna. Goodbye, Natalia Petrovna. Allo, Rita, это ты? So, after in conversation, in telephonic conversation, you see that how they are conversing now. Allo, Rita, это ты? Is it you, Rita? Да, Нина. Что ты делаешь дома? Уже 10 часов. Ты сегодня не придешь на работу? Yes, Nina. What are you doing at home? It's already 10. Are you not planning to come to the work today? Are you not coming to the work today? So, you depending upon the context, sometimes when you are trying to understand a text, you can think little creatively that suppose if you yourself is in that situation, what kind of conversation you would have had with your friend. So, please try to construct certain sentences while we are doing the analysis. You can also note down important words, word combination and expressions and verbs, so that after the analysis of this text you can do it yourself. Нет, дорогая, просто я не выспалась. Я поздно встала. Нет, дорогая, просто я не выспалась. Я поздно встала. No, dear, I could not sleep. I simply woke up late. So, here you can see that we have used the expressions like the verbs делать in the conjugated form, что ты делаешь дома, what are you doing at home. So, this in a interrogative, что ты делаешь дома, like this whenever you are asking a question, the intonation is very important, so that the other person could understand that you are asking a question. If you go to Russia, you would be using a lot of simple sentences, but the most important thing is that in these kind of simple sentences, there has to be clear demarcation that whether you are asking or whether you are negating or whether you are simply saying something. So, depending upon the context, please pay attention to the intonation. Simple sentence would always be flat without much complexities. Simple one verb will be used in a conjugated form. Whenever you are making an affirmative sentence, then you would use the and then little pause and then completing the sentence, and whenever you are using the negation, then you would use niet and nie, and whenever you are using the interrogative, then you have to have the intonation very correctly used, so that the pitch of the sound should rise at the end. So, these 4 different styles of communication is very important in Russian. However, as the beginners of Russian, it is required that you must understand these important nuances. Then уже 10 часов. You have already seen that we have seen minuta, день, now час. So, час is again masculine gender like день. When we count час, it is 1 час, 2 часа, 3 часа, 4 часа, 5 часов, and after the 5, 6, 7, 10 часов. So, depending upon that counting, you must understand that how to conjugate it. Передай директору, что я приду после обеда. So, here you can use a very important expression передать. Передать, actually it means to convey. So, in Russian you can also use this expression very oftenly if you want to convey something through somebody. So, передай кому, dative case, that is why директор, which means director, converted into директору. Передай кому, передай директору. Suppose if you want to give or convey greetings through someone, then передай маме. Передай маме means convey to mother. Передай отцу, convey to father. Передай брату, convey to brother. Что я приду после обеда, that I will come after lunch. Передай директору, что я приду, from the verb перейти, to arrive. После обеда, after the lunch. So, обед changes into обеда after the usage of expression после. So, in genitive case, so you must remember this as well. Kharasho piridam, ya piridam. So, the conjugation of piridach is ya piridam, that is why kharasho ya piridam, but we haven't used the pronoun ya. So, please remember how to use that in conversational Russian. Piridam means I shall convey. Ti nimnoshka adakni, you have some rest. Nimnoshka from ni, which means not, mnoga much, a little, which means you take rest a little. Adakni from the verb adak, adikhach adaknuch, which means to take rest. Slushai Rita, tot novi paren, prishol vavremya. Listen to me, Rita, that new person. Paren means person, novi means new. So, here you can see the adjective novi means new, and for the noun paren. Prishol, arrived, from the verb ichi in past tense form is shol. For feminine gender it is shla, and for neuter it is shol. So, prishol, to arrive. Vovremya, did he arrive on time? Vovremya. So, like this you have to construct the sentence if you are asking in past tense. Конечно, он сидит напротив меня. So, when we talk about directions in Russian, прямо, in front of you, напротив, opposite to me, налево, on the left, направо, on the right. So, depending upon different directions, you have to use these, and after that minya, off. So, like this, please pay attention that how do we construct the sentences using the directions. И работает с бумагами, and working with what? With papers. So, here you have the construction of творительный падеж. Даже ни разу не поднял голову и не смотрел на меня. Here, whenever we use the expression ni razu, it is a very important expression that we must use the expression in negation. Ни разу не поднял голову и не посмотрел на меня. Ой, какой он симпатичный, но очень серьезный. So, here with the exclamation, ой, какой он, how sympatичный, how handsome. So, sympatичный is basically beautiful, but since we are using it for the male, so sympatичный, if we do the translation, so the standard translation would be handsome. On, he is so handsome. On какой он симпатичный. How handsome is he? No, очень серьезный, but very serious. So, these are the attributes of any person. So, you can remember these two attributes, sympatичный, серьезный. Suppose if we have a girl, sympatичная and серьезная. So, like this, depending upon the gender, you can use these two words. No, я не люблю таких, but I don't love such. Мне нравится веселее и разговорчивее мужчины. Разговорчивее, веселее. So, these two again are very important attributes. Веселее, cheerful, happy. Разговорчивее means talkative, who talks a lot. So, like these two attributes of the character of for any person, you can also remember these, note them down. А он очень скучный, and he is very boring. So, скучный, so this word скучный along with веселый, разговорчивый, симпатичный, серьезный, these are many different attributes for a person to reflect upon the character. So, please remember them. Да, я знаю, какой ты человек. Yes, I know what kind of person are you. Но мне очень нравится, какой у него серьезный вид. Серьезный вид means serious look or attitude. Какие у него грустные глаза. How sad eyes he has. How sad eyes he have. Какой он симпатичный. Я всю ночь думала о нем. So думать о чем, о ком, думать. So in the past tense form, if for a feminine gender we want to conjugate, then it would be она думала. So всю ночь она думала о нем. The entire night she thought about him. Like this, if you want to convert the gender, всю ночь он думал о ней. So like this, please change as per the context. Он все время стоит перед мной, in front of me. Перед мной. It is again in त्वरिचलनी. какой он привлекательный. How influencing is he. So these again a very important adjective. Привлекательный, like серьезный, веселый, and симпатичный, etc. So please remember all these attributes. Теперь понятно, почему ты не спала всю ночь. Now again, see in this text itself you have used the expressions like через, you have used the expression like после, and now теперь. Теперь, now, like сейчас, but depending upon the context. Теперь понятно, now it is clear, now I can understand. Теперь понятно, from the verb понять and понимать, which means to understand. Почему ты не спала всю ночь? Now I understand why you did not sleep the entire or the whole night. Да, представляешь, я всю ночь думала об этом человеке. So here you can see that how we have used the prepositional case об этом человеке. Он очень интересный, ни с кем не разговаривает, все время работает с папками. Я все время чувствую, как будто я его уже давно знаю, я его и раньше видела. So most of the verbs you have seen here, like разговаривать, работать, чувствовать, and знать. So these different verbs you can also just note them down. Try to remember their conjugations and then how to conjugate them in past tense form and use in your own text. Ох, я представляю, в каком состоянии моя дорогая Нина. Состояние means situation or condition. Нет, Рита, ты меня не понимаешь, как я влюблена. No, Rita, you don't understand how I have fallen in love. К сожалению, this is again a very important expression in Russian. Whenever you want to show regret, you always use this expression. К сожалению. К сожалению means unfortunately. Это любовь с первого взгляда. This is the love of the first sight. Но только с твоей стороны, from your side. Он даже не знает, как тебя зовут. He doesn't even know what is your name. К сожалению, телевизор не работает. К сожалению, офис не работает. К сожалению, телефон не работает. So, unfortunately, then you can complete the sentence. That office не работает, the office is not working, or telephone is not working, or company is not working, or anything which is not working, you can use it with the expression к сожалению. Рита, ты, наверное, ревнуешь, поэтому так говоришь. Нет, дорогая, я тебя люблю и хочу, чтобы ты думала нормально, ты сумасшедшая. So, different kind of expressions which you can see that between these two girls, they have been using it. So, just depending upon the context and the gender, of course, you can also redo the text, you can change the characters from female to males and then conjugate the verbs, conjugate the important expressions and try to make sentences, then you will find it really interesting. I hope you all enjoy the text very much. We shall be bringing a few more such important text and dialogues related to conversational Russian, so that you not only learn the basics of Russian grammar and phonetics, but at the same time you can also learn how to use these different expressions creatively. Thank you.